Okay, so we've illegally climbed into this planting area here because I want to show you this shrub here. So you can see, you know, it can get quite a bit taller than me. It can almost grow into a small tree. And this is Camellia japonica. Camellia japonica. This is cha-fa, right? Tea flower. And so if we come a little bit closer, flower. Again, it should be flowering a little bit later than this, right? So we still, you know, and this is a simple form of the flower, Camellia japonica. I mean, it's a really lovely shrub, and these are quite attractive leathery leaves, right? If you look at the leathery leaves, if you look at the very edge of the leaf, right? It's got these little tiny these sort of toothed little teeny weeny teeth along the edge, right? Which is quite distinctive. So it's quite rough when you rub your finger along the edge of the leaf. So it's quite easy to recognize, even if it's not flowering. There are many varieties of different flowers, right? There are white ones and red ones and pink ones, and oh look, we have an insect going in here doing a bit of pollinating. Look, can we have a look at that? See, there's a little wasp going into the flower. Right, this is the pollination process, right? As it goes in, it gets the pollen from the flowers. That is the sperm of the flower. You can see what it's doing now, and then the pollen will brush onto the insect, and the insect goes off and goes into another flower, and that way the sperm and the egg, if you like, of the flowers are pollinated. Because obviously, it's being a plant, can't do it itself, so it has to get somebody to help out. And just while we're here, you know, it's kind of interesting that this is an old shrub area. So these shrubs are probably the same age as this whole garden area, which was set out 30 or 35 years ago. And look at these funny old knobs, right? So this thing, amazing, it's been cut back and cut back and cut back for 30 years. Still it produces these new shoots. And this is a type of Largostromia, which produces lovely flowers. It's not actually on your list, but what's amazing is that this shrub has just kept going and going for 30 years, being repeatedly cut back. This can actually grow, you know, into a small tree if you leave it alone. The ground cover, I can't remember what the ground cover was under here, but you can see that the government has come in, you know, they're coming in and bringing in new plants. They're positioning the plants in the ground to be planted in. This is not, you know, they should, of course, take the pots off, plant them down into the ground. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do, and that these have just been placed in position for the moment, right? But this actually, yeah, this is another plant on the list, I think, which is Carmona microphylla. Carmona microphylla. And if I take one leaf of Carmona microphylla, then you can see it's kind of got, there's an end, there's a sort of a knob at the end of the leaf, and then two little side bits. It's quite distinctive leaf shape. Carmona microphylla. And this is often used for hedges. In fact, this can be used for hedges or making a maze. It's very, very tough, very strong, very dense. It's a very solid plant, even these little ones. When it's clipped, then it becomes a very, very effective hedge.